Hey you guys, it's Peter, and I'm back. Of course I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. Boost. I'm YouTube famous now. Available in 2025. The album, Dad AF. Rock on gold, as I went to a party last Saturday night. I didn't get Rhiannon rings like a bell through the night, and wouldn't you? Okay, let's get right into this video, shall we? Love to love her. Okay, a little Stevie Nicks, Fleetwood Mac, Lita Ford remix for you there. I have lots to talk about today, lots to talk about. Before I do, I need to put on my, where's my lip balm? Pee-Pee, are you hiding my lip balm from me? Pee-Pee, where's my lip balm? He's like, I'm stealing it from you, Dad. Let me put on my lip balm. Oh no, not that lip balm. My new lip balm. It is called Marshmallow Treat. Oh my God, it smells just like marshmallow. It's so fantastic. It's like a mukbang, but not. It's so fantastic. And I want to give a little shout out to Billy Ann who sent this to me. I have the receipts right here. The receipts, Whitney. Whatever you want. Anyway, Billy Ann said, Jane, I picked this up at the swap meet shopping with my good Judy and thought you might enjoy trying it. See you at the Chinese buffet for Bridge Club Tuesday. Yes, Tuesday. Let me see what I have to do Tuesday. Thursday, Women's League. Okay, so anyway, let's get in this video. Thank you so much, Billy Ann, for sending that to me. I almost called you Silly Ann. Well, that too, but thank you so much for sending that to me. Today's video is a little bit of an update video. A little bit of some interesting facts going on. First of all, I want to talk about Jeffree Star and the Lady Gaga makeup. That's going to be very, very short. But apparently, people are very interested in that because almost every one of my comments, well, I would say 75% of my comments from yesterday's video were mostly about Jeffree Star and his reviewing Lady Gaga's makeup and all that kind of stuff. The next thing I want to talk about is Jaclyn Hill coming out with a new product that nobody would guess. I have been sent trademarks like crazy left and right in my DMs, so we're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the fact that Tana Mongeau and James Charles, no, they're not engaged. Tana Mongeau and Jake Paul's engagement rings have been confirmed to not be very expensive. So does that mean that their engagement is not legit? We're going to talk about that in just a second. But before I do, I just want to say this, okay? There has been speculation. A lot of people have reached out to me and said, it's very interesting that you were the only one that was sent the receipt about Jaclyn Hill being spotted in Tampa. So I reached out to the person that sent me the receipt and I said, do you care if I mention you on Twitter? Because apparently a lot of people are speculating why I'm the only one that got the receipt. And she said, sure, I'm never on Twitter that much anyway. Her name is Miranda Kate. I will link her Twitter below. You guys can go ask her all the questions you want to ask her. And she said, and you can let everybody know that you're the only drama channel that I watch. So that's why she sent it to me. It's no deeper than that, okay? I don't know. If maybe she faked it and maybe it's her and Jaclyn Hill working together, I have no idea, okay? But that's why I was sent the receipt. So anyway, ding-a-ling-a-ling, shim-a-lang, dang, ding-dong, ding. How's the drama phone? This is Peter speaking. Oh, hi, Jane. Could you hold on a minute, please? Okay, somebody commented yesterday. I thought this was so funny. And they said, look at you trying to hold the end of the cord from the camera view. Do you think that, I don't think that everybody in the world knows this is a fake phone. Okay, I actually got this iPhone 10 years ago because Nene Leakes used this on The Real Housewives of Atlanta. And you used to be able to plug it into your phone and then you could actually talk on this, okay? Because like we didn't miss these phones long enough. Anyway. Oh, hi, Jane. How are you? Well, I'm just sitting here watching Peter Monn's new video. Oh, Silver Fox, I know. I just wish that Don looked like him. Have you seen this app that people are using and it'll show what they look like when they get older? Why does everybody look just like Peter Monn? It's so crazy, isn't it? I guess he just does. He has all the looks. But anyway, but his video is so interesting, Jane. It'll give us lots to talk about on Thursday night, the Women's League. No, I'm not bringing my tuna tetrazzini. I know it gave you the tweets last time. This time I'm bringing my world famous Johnny Marzetti. Okay, bye, Jane. So anyway, that app, let me just tell you, I cannot tell you how many people I have been tagged on that say, oh, you look like Keemstar. Oh, you look like this person. Yeah, when they're 90, okay? That app is killing me. Like every single YouTuber out there that ages themselves for, do you know the app I'm talking about where it makes you look real old, okay? That one, every person old looks like me. So I guess I am the old of YouTube. All right, let's talk about Jeffree Star first of all. This is the second time, well, this is the third time I've talked about it. And so I don't want to make a whole video about it. But the first video that I made was where he tweeted out something to Lady Gaga about her makeup being, he retweeted her makeup line coming out and said, but will it be Jeffree Star approved? Yada, yada, yada. The second video that I did the other day was where he was kind of critiquing the fact that it was a pre-order, and I have my 2 cents to say about that, so you guys can go and watch that video about whether or not you think it's okay that it's a pre-order or whether it's not. But the more I started thinking about this yesterday after I watched my video, or after I watched my video back and I made it, I looked back at this tweet. Here it is again. Jeffree Star put out and said, everyone keeps asking me to review Lady Gaga's House Labs makeup. And he adds, House Labs makeup. It went on sale last night, but they're not shipping until September, ... And, you know, everybody was like, you know, this is interesting, blah, 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 whatever. And I looked at it and I thought, is this him trying to get, like, the products to review on his channel before everybody else? Because why would he put that up there if he was on their PR list? Do we even know if House Labs has a PR list? They might not. They might not feel like they need to send things out first to review, which I honestly think is stupid. I personally think if they did send it out to a select few people, that it would be really good for the brand, unless they don't stand behind their brand. But, you know, if they send it out to Jeffree Star to be Jeffree Star approved, and they stood that much behind their product before it came out, it would be really smart for them to send their PR to Jeffree Star. So, you know, it'd be really interesting to see if it was a video with him and Jaclyn Hill. Well, that would be an interesting video, because we haven't seen that in a while. And I'm not really sure why he never reviewed her lipsticks. He's probably, allegedly, in my opinion, I don't know, maybe he didn't really want to use them because he was afraid or something. But I'm just saying, okay? Excuse me, I got a hair on my lip. But anyway, I think it'd be interesting to see Lady Gaga and Jeffree Star do a Get Ready With Me using Lady Gaga's new makeup. And that would be his, like, review of it with her sitting right there. That would be the video that I would like to see. But I think he would be honest with her. I think he really would, you know? And I think it would be smart of them to send him PR. So I don't know if this is kind of like he added them in there so that then they can see the hundreds of thousands of people, or how many people underneath there would say, yeah, say, you know, review it, review it, review it. But they should send him PR. They should. And they should send other people PR too that, you know, are like up in the game and whatever, so that they can do the reviews of it too. It's not any different than a lot of other makeup companies. So it would just be smart for them to do that, right? So anyway, do you think that that's what he was doing? Do you think he was kind of like, hint, hint, are you going to send me PR? You know, Jeffree Star is kind of one of the people, I would say one of the top 5, 10 people that most people go to, I mean, unless you don't like him, right? To see if something is approved or if it's usable or whatever. And, you know, everybody has their 5 or 10 that they like. But for a lot of people, it's Jeffree Star. So it would be smart of them to pick a select, like, 10 people to just send the PR out to. And we'll see if that happens. I don't know. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. So the next thing we are going to talk about, we are rolling right, we're going to roll right into the next drama, which is Jaclyn Hill. Okay, now I have been sent this trademark left and right. I am not a trademark reader. I am not going to put it up here. That's not what I do in my videos with trademarks and that kind of stuff. I'm just not going to do that, okay? So trust me or go look it up yourself. It's out there. And I think it's public information. But when you go to this, what's interesting is the trademark is through Jaclyn Hill, not Jaclyn Cosmetics, not Morphe, it's through Jaclyn Hill. And when you go on here, it's a new application, okay? And the filing date was July 3rd of 2019, and the status date was July 12th. So I don't know if that was when the person looked it up or whatever, the first person that sent it to me. But it's interesting, and it is for, are you ready for this? False eyelashes. Okay, here's my thing, right? When you trademark something, it takes a long time. It takes like 6 months to a year often to get something trademarked. I know a lot of people are gonna be like, no, it doesn't take that long. In my experience, that's how long it's taken to trademark something. I'm just saying, okay? If it takes a shorter period of time than that, and I don't know anything about that, but it takes a long time sometimes, especially to get an international trademark. So if this were the case, then that means this is something that she plans to come out with at the end of the year or the beginning of the next year, right? Speculatively. So in the midst of all of this stuff going on with her, where people still don't feel like she's really given them an answer, she is behind the scenes coming up with her next product, which is fake eyelashes, which I don't necessarily think is a wrong move for her, but I'm confused at the timing of it, okay? When people still don't feel like they're getting the answers that they need. The other thing that's interesting to me is that Jaclyn Cosmetics is not listed anywhere on this trademark. So that would make you think that if it's not anywhere on the trademark, that this is just through Jaclyn Hill, or Jaclyn Hill and Morphe, or Jaclyn Hill and some other company, right? Because it doesn't have Jaclyn Cosmetics on there. She would be the sole person that owns this trademark. Well, if that's the case, then what happened to Jaclyn Cosmetics? Or is she not truly the sole owner of Jaclyn Cosmetics, and so they're just going to slowly get rid of Jaclyn Cosmetics, and then Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics, or Jaclyn Hill's going to come out with a brand? Who knows, right? But this is very interesting to me, this whole planning of what is going on right now in the midst of all this kind of stuff, and that, I don't know, she thinks it's just going to slide away, and then she's going to come out and be like, hey, you guys, I'm coming out with eyelashes, and everybody's going to be like, okay with that? I mean, those are going to be some highly scrutinized eyelashes if that's the case. I think, you know, it's kind of like, you know, clean up your mess before you start another one. So I don't know. Listen, I wish you the best in all your new ventures, Jaclyn, but maybe not start a new one. This is like when you're a little kid, you know, and you're like, okay, I want to do a puppet show, and you like make the you know, put the sheet over the bed because you're going to have your show there and got all your puppets ready, and then you're like in the middle of it, you're like, oh, I want to do a lemonade stand, and you go outside and you do a lemonade stand, then halfway through the lemonade stand, it's like, oh, you know, like I think I want to go roller skating, and it's like, pick one and stick with it, right? Like, what? I'm so confused. So, I don't know. If anybody out there knows more than I do, let me know. And I know I'm going to get flooded with emails after this. People are going to be like, she's coming out with eyelashes, and I clocked it, I found this, and I found that. So, let me know in the comment section below what you know. So, anyway, would you buy her eyelashes right now? You know, I mean, I guess that maybe it wouldn't be as, I don't know, maybe they'd be more user-friendly than the lipsticks were. I don't know, okay? The next thing I want to talk about is Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau. Oh, Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau. Now, I did a video reviewing Tana Mongeau, the first episode of her show called Tana Turns 21 on MTV, streamed on YouTube. It's a 15-minute show, I think once a week or once every other week or something like that. It wasn't bad. I was impressed. You know, it wasn't, like I said in there, I haven't watched the second episode, which I think came out yesterday or the day before. It wasn't bad. It was interesting, you know? But the parts about Tana weren't what was interesting to me. It was more about her, like, who she was through her friends' eyes that was interesting to me. So anyway, but I watched very closely this whole Jake Paul, Tana Mongeau engagement that literally came out of nowhere. And I was like, I've gone back and forth between, like, is this real? Is this not real? Like, I'm very, very confused. I don't know that I really, really care. You know, if you had asked me this, I don't know, 5-10 years ago, it's like my opinion would have been completely different, you know, in talking about, like, and I'm not going to get all, listen, I don't want to get all social justice warrior and all that kind of stuff, right? But 5 or 10 years ago, I would have been like, hey, listen, a lot of us out there are fighting for our rights to get married for somebody else to make a joke of it, okay? Like, this isn't funny stuff to me, right? But today, I feel a little bit different about that. I don't take things as seriously as I maybe did 5 or 10 years ago, and today, thankfully, we have the rights, you know, and I hope that we continue to have those same rights in the country. But, you know, marriage is a very serious thing, and I don't know that without getting real deep about it, the message that they're sending out to you, just get married, because everybody wants this to happen, I think, which is interesting to me. You know, like, he showed up to VidCon, I was going to make that video, and, you know, to surprise her, and they're flirting with each other through social media. There's a lot of that going on, which was interesting to me then. Now, Tana did this picture, she showed this picture on her Instagram of her rings. And then, you know, before this, I had done the video where Tana and Jake Paul showed that they were engaged, and they showed the little video in Vegas for her birthday and all kind of stuff. Well, this picture is interesting. You can see it's a gorgeous ring, isn't it? I was kind of surprised, you know, and listen, I have lots of girlfriends. I know that's a big surprise, right? But most of the women in my life are very specific when it comes to their engagement ring, okay? They know what they want. They've known what they've wanted for a long time. They know what kind of setting they want. They know all that kind of stuff, right? And they're not wearing it for 2 weeks with unsized. And you can see when Tana wears this, it doesn't fit her finger, okay? It's constantly rolling and it doesn't fit. And I've been sitting there wondering why she's not getting it sized to fit her finger. So it was interesting then when I was sent this. And this is the picture, the exact same picture by, hope I'm not mispronouncing this, Adina's Jewels. And they put on here, congrats to Tana Mongeau and Jake Paul on their engagement. Rings by #Adinas. And then you can see that they put a little thing on there where you can go purchase them, view products, and it's a CZ rectangle ring, $125. And CZ Baguette Eternity Band, $125. So apparently Tana Mongeau or Jake Paul spent a total of $250. Probably less than a food bill at McDonald's for the two of them. $250, okay? $250 on her engagement ring. Are you kidding me? Seriously? Or did they buy another ring and this is the fake for her to wear because she's afraid somebody will steal it from her like major celebrities do? I don't know. I'm not buying it at this point, okay? This whole thing is all for the MTV series, and this is what is kind of like, I don't know, like this is what kind of makes me sad about the whole thing. Like, not like sad like I'm crying tears up the river, okay? None of that kind of stuff. But makes me kind of like sad about this kind of publicity stunt is that, yes, Tana's show is okay, but not that many people are that interested in it, that they have to pull these publicity stunts to get people to go watch this reality show, so she's not really getting married or whatever. Would anybody even care if it was just like they were just good friends and they were hanging out and then all of a sudden they were flirting with each other? In all honesty, that would probably be a bigger publicity stunt, wouldn't it, if it was actually real? And people are like, what's this flirtatious behavior going back and forth? The fact that they got engaged in literally like 2 days, and when they put I think when Jake Paul put up on Twitter something to the effect of I'm engaged or something, even Logan Paul commented underneath it and was like, oh no, or something like this, right? So it's like, come on, you guys. Like, this has been going on long enough now. Like, just come out and say that it's not true. Or go to Vegas, get married, and then, you know, get it annulled real quick or whatever you're going to do. Pull a Britney Spears. We don't care, okay? We just don't care. It's just not that deep, right? I was kind of, in all honesty, like, this is what let me down about it was I was hoping it was real. Like, I was really hoping this was the real thing, right? But apparently it's not, unless Jake Paul is just so cheap that he keeps a drawer full of $250 rings and he just hands them out to every person and gets engaged. But I don't believe that's the case, right? Don't you think that if Jake Paul was gonna buy Tana Mongeau an engagement ring, it would be a bigger deal than that? Unless it was a last minute thing and he was like, hey, I'm just gonna go buy these rings from this website or wherever he got them, and then give them to Tana, and then I'll buy her a nicer ring later. But Jake Paul has so much money, could he not just go up into Cartier or, you know, Tiffany and buy like some, I guess, throwaway ring for 20 grand or something like that? Hell, he bought her a G-Wagon. I'm just so confused by this whole thing, and it's not real, and it just is like, it's just all of it, just a bunch of stunts, right? And I guess that's kind of the way that YouTube is moving these days, is that you have to be like stunts or punking somebody or whatever for it to be entertaining at all. But to me, honestly, that's not super entertaining. It just isn't. I would be more entertained, and I've said this with a lot of these people, you know, I would be more entertained to see like what's going on with their life today, like in real life. Like I've said, you know, about people like, for example, you know, Tyler Oakley, that he's lost a lot of his following through the years. I think if Tyler Oakley and some of these other people stopped trying to make these videos that they did 10 years ago and instead showed like, hey, I'm like designing my house, or this is a vacation that I took with my boyfriend, or, you know, planning this or planning that, like their age group of who have watched them this time have aged out. Those are the kind of videos that those kind of people that age group is watching. That's what I watch. That's why I like to watch, you know, vloggers and things like that, because this kind of punked mentality is not super interesting to me. So it's going to be, what I will find interesting is to see, where is Jake Paul and Tana Mongeau 10 years from now? Will they still be doing these kinds of things? Will they not even be on YouTube? Will they be on bigger platforms like movies? Do they not really care because they're living in the present? And maybe that's a great message for all of us, you know, to just have fun. It's not that, because it isn't. I mean, really, it's not that deep. If they're just having fun and they're like, hey, let's buy rings for each other and let's just like punk the world and we'll make it like it's this big thing when it's not. Okay, it's just not that deep, right? You know? So maybe that's what they're doing. They're just having fun with it. I don't know. Do we care? Do you care? Who'd care? Anyway, let me know what you think in the comment section below. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.